Hierarchy. This might sound hypocritical, coming from a Gothi. Historically, priests have been part of the ownership class, the ruling class that makes up the politicians and captains of industry. But I find hierarchy to be immoral. Leadership should be earned, and when a position is abused, taken away. Humanity descended from the trees and into civilization through cooperation and reciprocal actions. It's a false narrative that nature is purely dog-eat-dog, struggle, and competition. It can be, but ultimately mutual cooperation is the basis for human progress. Many false hierarchies hinge on our willingness to comply with them. In a truly free society, holding power over another person is antithetical. Only in matters of conflict should we have an arbitrator, and that arbitration should be based on mutually agreed upon laws. No free person, no master of their own domain, should want to control another person. All that to say, you are your first Gothi, Jarl, Skald, or any other position you might have in a kindred. Your religious path is your own. Hell, your life is your own. Other than things we should go to experts for, like healthcare and the sciences, nobody should be telling you how to live or what to think. Ultimately, that's your decision. And with the sciences, do your research. You have an entire internet to peruse at your disposal. Educate yourself in philosophy and fallacy. There are too many ready and willing gurus, ready to help and willing to take your money. This is true of every facet in life. Our society puts price tags on literally everything. Price tags on information, price tags on time, monetize all the things. Everything you're into, every interest, every like, every love, all has a price. Don't let gurus suck up your time and passions selling spiritual snake oil. They often sell to people trying to fix their lives, people just seeking answers, and people who need legitimate help. Going back to the idea of mutual cooperation, society doesn't always have easy access to help, and it too comes with a hefty price tag. Basic healthcare, in the US for example, can be insanely expensive, and it varies widely depending on where you go. So we're financially incentivized to seek holistic gurus, rather than actual medical professionals. That's why a good kindred is important. People you know you can trust to be there. People who will uplift you, devoid of hierarchical structures of power, but rather lateral, mutual cooperation. That's my approach as a Gothi. I don't want to control anyone. I'm not here to dictate other people's lives, and frankly, heathenry isn't about the same hierarchical hegemony we see in the mainstream religions. Even the arch-heathens, with their class system, allowed for upward mobility, and you could depose a leader if they were unfit. Unlike our society, with a clearly defined ownership class, and people in the working class with state power willing to defend that hierarchy. Don't get me wrong, the arch-heathens were far from perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't do it better going forward. In summation, you are your own Gothi, even if your kindred chooses to have one, and nobody should be lording over one another. Mutual cooperation and understanding are more powerful than conflict and strife, and don't trust anyone trying to sell you something. Be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. We are the sum of our actions.
Skull!